Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. It's Steph and Jay here. We're talking today on what's our subject? It's part 2 of
finding the right person.
That's right.
Part 2, finding. And on the last episode, we talked about being positive, right? And having the idea that this person actually exists. I can have a good relationship. I deserve a good relationship. And in order to get the positive vibes flowing, you got to get rid of the negative vibes. You got to get rid of the old way of thinking. And one of the ways to do that, one of the best ways to do that is to actually get healing from your past. Mm-hmm. And healing from your past can be tough because everybody experience is different when it comes to, what they've experienced physically, emotionally, mentally, from relationships, whether it be, from childhood on up. So everybody experience is different, but it's important that in order to move forward in a relationship and find the right person, you have to get healing from the past. And one of the ways I suggest, and one of the ways that I've gotten healing from my past is, by me being a spiritual man of God, I begin to pray, and talk about my past with people that that supported my decision to get married, supported my decision to go out and find the right person and to stop bouncing around. Because, people, funny, people that don't care whether you bounce around from person to person to person, they don't care about your past. You're actually taking your past with you and leaving pieces of your past and with other people, and you're actually fragmenting yourself the more and more you bounce around. And most people don't address their past when they do bounce around, because let's say they're with someone and that person just might be the right person at the time for them, and it might be working out. All of a sudden their character from their past comes up, and the other person wants to address it, and then all of a sudden that brings like a break in a relationship, and you aren't, as the person with the past, willing to address it. So now you missed out on that person who could have at the time been the right person for you in the future. But because you were so holding on to your past hurt, your past friends who are always talking negative about relationships, you're holding on to past experiences, you aren't willing to commit. And one of the reasons why most people aren't willing to commit is because they're holding on to their past. And, like I said, one of the ways to get healing from your past is to pray about it, go to God about it, and really, because number one, he's the only person that can really heal you emotionally and mentally and physically from what you've been through. So I suggest, number one, going to God about it. Then number two, find people who are willing to help you to let go of your past. So
and truly genuine people
that aren't going to throw your past in your face.
Exactly. Go tell your business.
People that aren't going to judge you for your past.
Absolutely.
Because we we all got terrible past.
Absolutely.
None of us are exempt from having a real bad past.
We all fall short.
Especially when it comes to relationships. And they say hurt people. And we've all been hurt, and we've all hurt people. So nobody can judge on that aspect.
Right.
But having someone that you're able to talk to, that is able to point you in the right direction and help you to forgive and to release the people that have hurt you, and the people that you've hurt, to help you to move on, will help you to start getting those positive vibes working. And the more you get those positive vibes working, you begin to build self-confidence in yourself. Especially self-confidence is key when trying to find the right person, because now you're not attracting people that will tear you down. Having low self-esteem only attracts people that's going to tear you down, that's going to take advantage of you. And all of that, dragging all of that into a relationship, it's toxic. Once again, you're back in a toxic situation. So getting healing from your past, and being able to release and let people go. Like, okay, that relationship didn't work out. Let it go. That woman treated you this way, let it go. That man treated you this way, let it go. And being able to let those people go, let those feelings go. Especially letting those feelings go, let those experiences go. Like, this person is not going to live up to the way the other person treated you. The expectation of how this person treated you, you can't possibly have that type of expectation on people, especially when you're trying to find someone and commit to somebody long term. It just doesn't work. And so it's almost doing that person a disservice to expect them to get to the level of somebody else all of a sudden without getting to know that person, getting to know where that person has come from, and being able to understand that person on a emotional level before you go into we're going into a whole other subject, until you go into the physical aspect of that relationship, because it's so much that relationships bring with them. Before you can even get to the physical aspect of it. But so many people, they look at they judge by the physical aspect of it. And like we talked about before, there should be characteristics that you're looking for beyond the physical. Because like most women, they want, tall, dark, and he got to be tall, dark, and handsome, and such, 6'3", 4, 5'2". Like, come on now, like, be realistic with what you want. But first, look for someone. Of course, you got to do. Of course, my wife passed the eyeball test, but at the same time, I did not let that be a judge of whether she was the right person for me. I let her show me her character and who she really was, and we got to know each other. And that is key before you start to commit in other ways. Mm-hmm. So, and when you do that before you start to commit in other ways, let's say you do want to walk away from a relationship. Now, before you have moved in, y'all done slept together, y'all done bought condo together and all that type of stuff, and you have less committed, now you can just walk away, and it's easier to be friends with somebody that you have, like, you don't have to split a house, you don't have to split kids, you don't have to split, all the things that come with not being fully committed in a relationship. And there's no reason why you would even have to necessarily go through a rough patch of having to go through therapy. You gotta go through all those things where as you, from the first point, okay, I'm gonna be positive about the situation. I'm going to get a list of characteristics that I want. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to let go of my past. I'm going to allow myself to heal from my past, release the people who hurt me and let them go. I'm not going to hold another person to that level of expectation. I'm going to, get to know that person first as an individual. Then, now we can start to see where the relationship is going. Something you want to throw in there? I know I just threw a lot.
You said everything, yeah, he did. You said everything. And what you want to do is you want to let go of others' experience and be willing to create your own. Mm-hmm. You don't want to let their past or their healing process be on you. Because you can have people and it's just not in relationships. It's in friendships. Mm-hmm. You can let their negativity fall on you, and so let that let it all go, let it go.
And sometimes women would be like, girl, he remind me, remember Gerald used to date, girl, he remind me of Gerald. And then she be bringing up her boyfriend she dated. Girl, I dated somebody just like him. He walked like him, he dressed like him. You be like,
and he could be the one.
You be like, you just met him. Like, really? Like, dudes be like, oh, that's just like old girl. She looked just, come on, man. Well, you just met her. And now she remind you of somebody else.
Give them time.
So what people like to throw their own experiences on you. and they want you to identify with their experiences, and they may not be in a good relationship, so they don't want you to be in a good relationship, and so they throw their ideas and experiences on you.
True.
Don't let people do that. Allow yourself to heal, and don't pick up somebody else's trash.
Absolutely.
Don't pick up somebody else's trash. So with that said, I hope this helped you guys. And if you there's several Bible verses that speak to healing. There are several prayers in the Bible that speak to healing. There's therapy. There's mental. There's therapeutic type of scriptures in the Bible. There's dozens of ways that you can start to work on healing yourself. And if you guys have any comments,
questions, God bless.